Hey, y'all, we are
Pleasure having him.
excited to have this young man in the spotlight tonight. He's one of the biggest sports stars to come out of the DMV area, one of the biggest and best sports managers ever, developing young professional boxers like Jaleel Hackett and so many more.
Two hitters. He got
An
some hitters.
important piece to the money team Mayweather Promotions puzzle. The founder and CEO of the Pardon My Dreams 2 Foundation.
We're gonna talk about that.
A father, and much, much more. Y'all better welcome to our Spotlight family, DMV's own Derrick DC.
Hey, put them hands together. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man,
Hey.
thank you for having me.
Hey, man, let me tell you
A long
something.
list
Been
of
trying
stuff.
to get here.
And I know whatever we left off, man, charge it to our head and not our heart. Because we really admire what you have going on. We've been wanting to get you on here for a minute. You are really, really doing some really amazing things coming out of the city, man, representing us well. So thank you for being a part, brother.
Yes, thank
Thank
you
you for
so
having me.
much. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
get into
Where
it.
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
start?
let you start because I've been taking off. So I'm gonna let you just go ahead and I'm gonna sit
I'll
back.
start and I'll let y'all finish. I just,
right.
a lot of people who may not know, Derrick, you were an athlete right here locally in the DMV. So why don't you give people just, the quick version of, your journey starting right here in the DMV when you were in school?
Yeah, I was born and raised in the DMV. Attended school in PG County. Went to Northwestern High School. I was actually a basketball star.
Uh-huh.
People that
You was
don't
hooping
know
dirt.
me, yeah, they were hooping. People who say now they look at me like, "You play basketball?" That don't know me.
They think you played football, don't you? Yep,
boxing?"
they thought you played
But no, I
football.
was
then.
actually a basketball star. I had several scholarships. Went away and played in Kansas in college. Came back, had an offer to Georgetown, and a lot of people know my story, but I end up getting caught up in the streets, and
Like some of us.
yeah. But I end up getting a presidential pardon from President Clinton.
All right.
That's
and,
dope.
Yeah.
So end up trying to continue my basketball career. Didn't work out. I actually had a workout with the New York Knicks. My best friend, since we were knee-high, Sean Bay Mitchell, former two-time world champion.
out, Sean.
I was always in a camp with him, and so when I came home, went back in the camp with him, and fell in love with boxing like it was basketball, and so that kind of paved my way for the boxing piece.
So just hanging out and seeing how things were in the boxing arena as opposed to the arena you were coming from, it made you want to get that involved that you actually, or was it something that you just had a love for anyway?
As far as the boxing piece?
Yeah, as far as the boxing
Oh, I
piece.
always loved boxing.
Okay.
Yeah, I always loved boxing. Back when I was growing up, I actually loved basketball better. But it's two different animals. I can tell you
Altogether,
that. Way different. With boxing, a lot of politics, a lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
put it out
I
there.
know how.
Yeah.
I can,
You know what I
we
mean?
kind of know.
And
We
so,
kind of see some of it.
you gotta deal with that, or you don't have to deal with it.
Right.
So as far as the boxing piece, working with Sean Bay, I ended up meeting Floyd. I'd already knew Leonard, the CEO of Mayweather Promotions, and I always had an eye for just being an all-around athlete. I had an eye for good talent, and so I would let them know, hey, this fighter here, DC or whatever, I need to keep an eye on him, and so that's what actually happened with Jaleel Hackett.
Okay.
And so that ended up being where Jaleel now is the WBC Intercontinental Youth Champion.
I know that's
Gotcha.
right.
He got won the title at 20 years old.
Wow.
So I worked with Jaleel, worked with Kobe Breedy from out of this area.
So what was your first big fighter that you worked with to help propel your first boxer?
Probably Jaleel.
Yeah.
I've always been around Floyd and them and worked with them, being a scout and recruiter. But at this point, I'm looking to kind of do my own thing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and so I have DC Sports Management, and actually really considering to go back to my grassroots love, which is basketball as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
do
you would consider
managing?
managing?
Yeah,
Players.
I'm thinking about
Yeah, why not? Why close your box up? You might as well go ahead and go all the way. Because guess what? It's the same kind of arena, right? No matter who you playing
It
with, but
is.
it's just a different sport.
but and it's less bullshit.
In basketball?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Why do you think it's so clouded in boxing? Because of the backgrounds of the people involved,
man.
maybe?
Boxing has really changed from when I was coming up when Sean Bay was boxing, because now it ain't about how good you are. It's about the numbers. Social media now has taken over
Yeah, how marketable you
the
are.
marketable piece, and the good young fighters, the great young fighters, sometimes get lost in the shuffle or don't get their just due. Um, so,
Based on the political side of
yeah,
it.
yeah, so many politics into the boxing, and
Yeah.
it just
So you think that has hurt the
oh,
overall
absolutely,
stance in boxing?
absolutely, absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely.
So let me ask you this: even though I hear what you're saying about the boxing situation, if you had to toss one of them out and you could be great at the top of your game in one of them, which one would you toss?
Wow, dang, that's a tough one, eh?
That's what we're here for.
Damn.
Ain't make it easy on you, man.
Right.
Come on, big man. You know that. I gotta see what you say, cause this gonna tell me where your heart at.
If boxing went back to like it was back in the day,
Yep.
back in the 70s,
Yep.
80s,
Yep.
even the 90s,
Yep.
I would say boxing.
You would,
But if it stays the way it is, basketball.
just because of the politics.
Yeah.
Got you.
Just
Wow.
So overall, your heart is truly with
Boxing.
right now.
boxing.
Yeah.
Right now.
Right.
Right now.
But
Okay.
if the meter is moving.
I got you. I got you.
The
What you
meter
gonna
is
say?
moving. I was going to ask for you to tell the audience a little bit about your foundation, Pardon My Dreams 2 Foundation. Tell us a little bit about that and what your mission is.
Okay, so Pardon My Dreams 2 is something that I created. Since I came home, I've been working with youth. I've been a clinical caseworker, social worker in the mental health, behavioral health field for 22 years.
Okay.
Certified and everything.
Good feel.
And so I'm still in that field. That's my main career, actually, because I just kept doing it. But I just figured, we need a little more. And I feel like I can reach out to these youth from my life experience and, knowing people and the different things I've done that I can connect with them more so than other people. So I started that working with youth. I do one-on-one therapy, case management, try to connect them, with the right resources for mental health, for behavior health. So it's slowly taking off. Of course, you got to get funding and different things. So I've been pretty much doing everything on my own, funding it and everything. I have a website for it and everything. So
Yeah, let them know why you're
love
speaking.
it.
What's the website?
the website is www.pardon, PARDON, and the number 2.
The number 2.
The number 2.
And you can do .org or .com.
Gotcha.
But we need to really start reaching out to these youth, man. These
time.
youth. A lot of people use the word out of control, and yes, they are out of control. But a lot of these youth, particularly in our area, they're suffering from mental illnesses.
A lot of them don't realize that PTSD, mental illness,
Yeah.
abandonment issues, a lot
And
of
see
things
all
that
that
we
trauma.
don't address.
So
right?
that's part of people don't really depression and those things. Those are the main parts of mental illness. Trauma that these kids have grown up in the household. Kids just don't turn out doing what some of these young kids are doing. Like when we were 12 years old, we wasn't thinking about going robbing those stores and shooting people and things like that. We wasn't thinking about that. I was out on the basketball court. Or in the gym.
Exactly. But to your point, though, Derrick, a lot of the things that we did, they don't do now. We didn't have a gaming system.
Exactly.
We wasn't on computers all day. We was really physically outside
Our
playing
parents
sports.
made us go outside.
Exactly. And they want you to come back in no
Until
more.
they come on when the
That's-
lights.
when you
street
come
lights
in, you got to stay in.
Yep.
Right? And so now they don't even go out. When they
Yeah.
go out, they got a game in their hand. They just go next door to
Phone
hook up
and-
with the homie
yep.
and lock in with the game
Yeah.
or play online. They not going nowhere. And so they don't get the physical activity that we got.
Yeah.
Or the interaction as far as growing a character and things that come with sports and,
Right.
and interaction. They
Right.
don't get it. They
Yeah.
don't get it.
And I don't know how we can even change that now because society is controlling with the social media and the phones
Yep.
and the iPads. So it's
Yep.
going to be hard to change.
But I like what you're doing. That's a big thing that we need in the community. That's a
Absolutely.
big help. it's a start, right?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
we need to start somewhere. So thank you for even having the heart to even put that out there and start. And you using your own resources, which is hard these days. They force us almost to do it.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing about black stuff. They don't back us. You know, like we
Nah.
don't get the backing that we need to get, and then they wonder why we can't finish stuff.
Right,
And why we
but they
don't
got
get
the money
involved.
to do everything else. We got
Everything.
$2 billion to keep sending every year over to, Ukraine, which
And
I
anywhere
know they
else.
need the help. But we got people right here
Poor,
That need
suffering.
need
help.
help.
Yeah, so how do we do that though? We send money to Ukraine and everywhere else, and then can't balance a budget every year, and be getting ready to go broke, and can't
Right,
even pay the
right.
fiscal year off.
Right, right.
But we got billions though that we can
Politics.
send.
Politics. So I'm thinking about, I'm kind of brainstorming on what I might do to, do some charity events and things of that nature.
Well,
I
anything we
played
can
with
do.
EU for 14 years.
Didn't know that.
Maybe you didn't.
Ow. Nah, we
know
ain't
that?
know that, man.
Yeah.
Shut up, big. I ain't know.
Yeah, I played percussion. I played the Congo
know.
Timbales
Yeah.
for 15,
Okay.
14 years.
Terry, you ain't
I
know.
think I did know that. Derrick did not know that. I think.
Yeah, I think you did.
She probably know.
I
But,
did.
But yeah, so I'm
But
thinking
I
about
remember
putting
seeing him
together
playing
maybe
the
a charity
congos.
concert and
So
different
anything that Spotlight can do to lend to the light and put it on the spotlight, then we definitely want to be a part of that. We want to make sure we can put cameras on it and get it. So just keep us plugged into the
Definitely,
dates and
Yeah.
when you
definitely,
put it together.
definitely.
Anything we can do to help put it together, because this is big, right? It's important for our community. These youth, they need us. We got to
Yeah.
stop turning our back on them and complaining and lock in.
Yeah,
And
they
so,
need us
yeah.
bad. I
They
mean,
really do.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you for supporting and being part of that. So
You
I
got
know we
your
got a
last
great wrap.
question for
yes.
him?
So Derrick, you got that 1 hour. They finally bust the damn check, right? They gonna give you some money for these kids, man. You gonna go get this check, and you got a 1 hour ride. You can listen to one artist. You can't change. It could be a group or artist. I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, group or artist. Who you listening to? 1 hour.
That's pretty easy.
Who?
My girl Stephanie Mills.
Yes.
Oh, give it up for Stephanie Mills. Let me tell you.
Shout out to my friend Stephanie Mills. I went to see her on Mother's Day, man. She made my Mother's Day.
Are you serious?
Yay.
That's
So wait,
I
family.
where
love
did you
her.
see
I've never
Stephanie
seen her
Mills
in
at?
person.
Oh yeah, I gotta see her in person. Man.
Derrick,
She-
I
she's
love her, and
incredible.
I've never seen her in person.
Yeah, she was at the MGM with Jeffrey Osborne on Mother's Day.
Not
Hey,
Jeffrey
How
Osborne.
we didn't know to go.
Yeah, that was the show of the year.
On the wings of love, hoping the two of us.
I know some Stephanie Mills.
How the
songs.
hell did I miss my main man, Jeffrey Osborne and Stephanie?
Stephanie will be back. She'll be back. We working
Derrick,
on
you
the
don't
birch
forget
man.
to tell us, okay?
And so I will say she's one of the dopest artists and underrated artists
Oh,
because
absolutely.
she's a classic bomb,
Right.
superstar, megastar artist, right? So
And a
I-
great person. And I mean, she for the people. She
That's
for our
what's
people.
up.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, I know. All right, they throwing up the gang sign. All right, we don't want no trouble. We don't want no trouble. We behind. All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all lock into my guy. He's doing some big things. Make sure you follow him. Make sure you support him. He has a foundation that's very important to the community. He's also in a whole bunch of sports and boxing and this and this and this. Make sure you follow
The
him.
Money Team.
The money team. The money team.
Mayweather Promotions.
Yeah, man. So now he has his own thing as well. Make sure you support that. He's involved in the community as well. Really good guy, really great things. So make
Yeah.
sure you lock in. All right.
Y'all
All right.
better give it up
Y'all
for
give it
Derrick.
up.
DC Kirby.
Give it up, give it up,
Are
give it
y'all
up.
ready for the closer?
Are y'all ready for our
And
closing?
it's been Marcus's birthday, so he might really show off tonight.
I think he might.
I don't know.
I think he might.
Marcus,
Are y'all ready?
He might
That's my
show his
guy.
ass
That's my
off
guy.
All
tonight.
right. So
Y'all
without
ready?